I'll show you some different trading strategies we can carry out on Binance or any other crypto trading platform to hopefully make some decent investment returns. And I'll leave these strategies as timestamps in the description if you want to skip around. The first strategy that we're going to look at is dollar cost averaging and why this is so powerful in crypto. We're all attracted to Bitcoin and crypto because of the volatility, right? The upside volatility. That's why we're here. With upside volatility, you get big returns. You also get big downside potential as well. But over the last 16 years, Bitcoin is the best performing asset in the world, right? And people say it's too risky. What they mean is it's too volatile and I don't understand it and I don't know how to trade it. Well, to trade it, what we can do is instead of trying to figure out these short-term price movements, which are very, very, very volatile and unpredictable, we can expand our time horizon a bit, be consistent and invest a certain amount each week or each month that we can afford into the asset. What that does is dollar cost average our price out. And then we participate in the actual growth of the asset, which is so much that you're going to build a portfolio. You're going to make so many returns that after a few years, you then have strength. If you're coming to the market trying to trade and you don't have an investment portfolio and you don't have returns yet, you're in a weak position. You're chasing the market. You're trying to make money because you want to make money instead of making good decisions. So firstly, we need to build that portfolio first, get returns first, then you have strength. Then you can wait. Then you can make some riskier decisions knowing that they're not going to impact you that much. So it's important to get the portfolio done first. You have to do the work first, spend your time, then get strong. Then after you're strong, you can take any trade that you want. So how to go ahead and do this, I'll show you exactly. This is Bitcoin's volatility. It's absolutely insane, right? How to trade that? It's impossible. You can see that for the vast majority of the time, in blue here, Bitcoin is in a drawdown from its all-time high. So we have the all-time high, big drawdown, and then the recovery. How to trade this? It's impossible. So what we're going to do is be consistent and get an annual growth rate that is the annual growth rate of the asset. What is the annual growth rate? You can look at this site here. I'll link all of these below. This is the 4-year compound annual growth rate of Bitcoin. So it takes the price 4 years ago, takes the price now, and it says, well, what is the yearly growth rate that it was over those 4 years? And you can see Bitcoin's growth rate is coming down as the asset matures, but it's very high previously, anywhere from kind of 50 to 150% a year here. In the last cycle, you're looking at something like 30 to 80% a year. And then we've come down now, but we're comparing to the all-time high of the last cycle. So I expect this to bounce up back into something like 20, 30, 40, 50% a year for the rest of this bull market. What I'm going to do is take a very achievable rate of growth for Bitcoin. So something like 25% a year, which I think over the next 5 years as of making this video is achievable. So then we can ask AI, this is the prompt here. I have X amount to invest per week or per month. Please give me the return profiles based on a 25% CAGR. Now you can choose 20% or 18% if you want, or 30% if you're more bullish, whatever it is. I think this is achievable. What's important to know here is that if you've got a couple of grand to play with, it's difficult to make returns. And that's why people with only a couple of grand, I'm not saying only, but if you've got a couple of grand to play with, you inherently know that if you make 20% or 30%, in dollar terms, it's not really going to make a big difference to your life, right? That's why you go into way more risky stuff and more risky trades, because you're like, I just need to make it. I just need to make this 10x. 1 grand into 10 grand, that makes sense, right? That's where you're taking way more risk. You have weakness and you're not strong. You need to do the work first. You need to invest smaller amounts or whatever you can regularly over a period of time. Now we've invested 26,000 at 25% CAGR. You've made almost double your money there, right? Now you've got a portfolio of $50,000, investing 100 quid a week or 50 quid a week, wherever you can. That's going to compound over time into a much bigger portfolio. Now, if you invest 100 quid a week at 25% CAGR, you've now got a portfolio of $50,000 that, let's say it's annualizing at 20%. Now, there'll be some ups and downs, right? But if it's annualizing at 20%, you know you're pretty good for $10,000 over the next 5 years, per year, over the next 5 years, right? That gives you strength to know that if you hold that, and you can hold that, that is your portfolio, that's your strength. Now you can take risk elsewhere. You can take some shorter term trades because you know you've got this portfolio. If you don't have the portfolio yet, you have to do your time first. 5 years or 10 years, investing consistently. You can build up that portfolio. but it doesn't stop annualizing. It doesn't stop growing. Now you have assets, $50,000 or more, right? That is actually still growing at 10, 15, 20% a year, which is giving you returns. That is your strength. From here, after the work, you can do any other strategy. You can set up recurring buys on Binance if you do want to automate this. So go to buy crypto and then recurring buy here. Now you'll see that this is not available in my region, so it may not be available in yours either. But you can set up buys from card or your payment method. So recurring buy, select the asset that you want to spend. So that'll be your fiat currency, the crypto that you want to buy, the amount, and then the frequency. And they will charge your payment method. They can do this with card payments. However, I don't recommend this because card payments are going to be super expensive. The fees are very high. So I recommend, if you can, depositing amounts into Binance to actually go ahead and trade. Then we can go to the spot market like this, press spot. You can see Bitcoin USDT that I'm trading. BTC here. This is against USDT, which is a US dollar stablecoin, but there are fiat currency pairs as well. So Brazilian real, euros, Turkish lira, some other ones. So if you can deposit fiat currency and that's what you want to do, then from there, choose Bitcoin against the trading pair that you want. So if I'm searching for Bitcoin and I've got, let's say euros, you want the Bitcoin euro trading pair, right? Because you've got euros that you want to spend into BTC. Then from here, we can just go and put in our limit order. So once a week, just press limit order and choose the amount that you want to spend, whatever it is. And then from here, choose the price that you want to pay. So what I would do is always just click down here, because you can see the price bounces around, right? So I always just click down here at a cheaper price, choose an amount, and then just press buy like this. And that's going to put your limit order in, and you'll see that you will get that order filled because the price bounces around. This just gets you a little bit of a cheaper order because your price is a little bit cheaper for your buy. Press buy BTC, that's it. Next week, do the same thing. Next week, do the same thing. And over 4, 5, 6, 8 years, you're just building that portfolio and getting the growth of the asset. The next strategy that we'll look at aims to earn profits out of our trade whilst reducing the volatility of the capital that we invest. And a lot of people are attracted to this because the volatility of crypto, it turns your stomach, right? Make great returns and then you get drawn down on, you make great returns again. Some people want to invest a certain amount and earn some return, but not have their capital invested move up and down in a volatile fashion. Well, we can do that with something known as a delta neutral trade, which is a hedge fund type strategy. It's fairly complex for beginners, but luckily Binance actually just give us a trading bot that does the whole thing for us, which is great. Now, with arbitrage, what we're trying to do is reduce volatility of invested capital whilst making some return. Now, of course, if you have less volatility in your invested capital, there's no way you're going to make the returns that you can make by investing in volatility. Volatility and returns are two sides of the same coin. If you're reducing volatility, you're reducing potential returns, but that's what we get for having the potential of investing an amount and withdrawing the same amount later at any date. So we're giving up the volatility to get some return, but not as high as just investing over the long term in assets that are volatile and going up. So we'll go to arbitrage bot here. So trading bots, if it's available for you, arbitrage bot. And this bot actually carries out this trade for us, which is known as delta neutral arbitrage, which, it sounds complex, but I'll explain it. So what we're trying to do with this trade is we're trying to invest an amount of money where the price moving up or down doesn't matter. And we're also trying to earn some fees or profits out of the market from this trade. So how does that work? So it doesn't matter what asset that you buy. If you look here, this is the strategy page. You can see there's lots of different assets we can invest in. And because the money that we invest should not make returns, so it shouldn't be volatile, either up or down, it doesn't matter what asset you're investing in, right? The way it works is you buy, let's say, 1 unit of the crypto, so you go long. So you are exposed to that price exposure. If you just buy an asset and you go long the asset, so you have it, you're 100% exposed to the price movements. But with that spot of 1 unit, what we also do with the strategy is go into the futures market, which is a derivatives market, and you can short the same amount. Now what that means is you can place a synthetic trade to go short the asset, which means you sell it synthetically and you benefit when the price goes down, right? So what we've done here is we've gone long 1 unit that benefits from the price going up, and we've gone short 1 unit which benefits from the price going down. So these two legs of the trade should actually cancel each other out because you're 1 unit long, 1 unit short. So your delta is neutral, right? The change you're exposed to is neutral because as the long goes up, the short goes down, and the other way, right? So they should cancel each other out 1 for 1. So you have a delta neutral exposure, which means no price exposure or no volatility exposure. Why would we do that? Well, in crypto, in the futures market, there is this funding fee that is paid. And the reasons for that are because in the futures market is a different market, and the exchange needs to keep the prices there in line with the underlying spot market, which those assets are supposed to correlate with. And so there's this funding fee that gets paid. And if you have a short position in the futures market, you are liable to get or pay this funding. Now, in crypto, for the most part, funding is positive, known as positive carry trade. You can see here, positive carry. What this means is longs in the futures market most of the time pay a funding fee to shorts. And because we're short in the futures market, we receive that payment. So we are delta neutral whilst this short side of the trade is getting paid funding fees. So the underlying capital we invest should hopefully not be volatile, but we're just skimming off and arbitraging the funding fees that we get paid. Now, the downside potentially of this trade as well is that these funding fees sometimes, or for the most part, shorts do receive them, but sometimes shorts have to pay them as well. So over a period of time, let's say a month, for the most part in crypto, shorts do get paid, but there may be some periods of time where you're actually paying and then you get paid again, you paying, paid again, paid again, paid again. You can just annualize this as a rate of what is my short side getting paid for this exposure. And so positive carry is when you go long spot, short futures. And you can see here that the positive carry rate is given as an APR. And so for Bitcoin right now, 1.7%, so not the best. You've got ETH here, 1%, not the best. If you go out to some more volatile assets, you can see here maybe 6%, 3%, 10% here. Right, you can see them here. Now, the other downside of this trade is that during times where volatility isn't very high, then the funding rate crushes down because there isn't really a lot going on in the futures market, right? And prices are pretty stable. Now, in bull markets, when a lot of people want to go long, push the price up, that's when shorts get paid a lot. And so in bull markets, you get paid a lot more in the interest rate here. So for Bitcoin, that can go up to 10, 15, 18% or higher. And during bull markets, maybe that rate comes down. So there is volatility in the returns that you can get, but hopefully not in the amount of invested capital. So to carry this out used to be very onerous, but what we can do now is just open the bot. So literally it's Bitcoin, USDT, positive carry trade here, and you invest your amount, press create and confirm, and that does it for you. Now I've got trading bot videos for Binance that go through in specific detail how to enter these trades and some of the returns that you can get. I'll link them all below. But this is a way to hopefully invest, let's say $1,000, and expect that $1,000 won't be volatile, right? So it's $1,000 of value that goes into the trade. They trade Bitcoin long, Bitcoin futures short, and the expectation is that that $1,000 capital that you've invested can be drawn out at any time and won't be too volatile, and that you will get whatever the positive carry is. Now, like I said, if it goes negative for an extended period of time, then you'll be paying out actually, so that is a risk. But for the most part, it is positive, as you can see. Binance also have a Lanchpool platform, which is available in some regions and maybe not in others. But if you go to more and then Lanchpool here, and if it's available for you, what this is a platform where new tokens that are launching on the exchange essentially give some allocation of those tokens away. And the way that you get this is by subscribing an amount of value first, locking it up for that period of time, and then at the end you get that amount back that you locked up plus these new tokens. So it's like a kind of a gift or a yield on top for locking up your tokens for a certain period of time. Now, for the most part, you can lock up stable coins like USDC or FDUSD, so US dollar 1 for 1, and then you put that in. At the end, you get that back plus the extra tokens. Or you can lock up BNB as well. And if you've got BNB on the platform anyway, maybe put it in there. If you've got stable coins anyway, maybe put it in there. And You're not investing, you're not taking risk here. What you're doing is just locking up for a while and you get some allocation of the new tokens. Now, what do you do with those tokens? I personally, if I get them, sell them out straight away for Bitcoin, but you can do anything you want. You can keep them, you can sell them out for something else. But if it is available for you, then you can put these coins into Simple Earn and you get these Lanchpool rewards. And so it's just an extra on top if you've got assets on the platform anyway. If you want some more in-depth strategies, including how to trade short-term in the futures market, I'll leave some videos on that down below in the description. I'll leave some deposit and trading bonuses to the exchanges I use and for Binance down in the description as well. I'm James, this is MoneyZG. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.